All right, what's up, y'all? So apparently, Saraya's AEW contract will be expiring soon. Apparently in September, I guess. That was the last thing I read. And the conversations have already started about her and her possible return, Paige, for that matter, returning back to the WWE. And I'm gonna say it like this: as much as I love Paige, I don't have any issue with Paige / Saraya. I don't think a return to WWE is the best move. If she's going to continue wrestling, I think she just re-sign with AEW. Because the one biggest criticism I've had of Saraya in AEW, I feel like Tony Khan signed her just to say he had her. I think that was a part of the people that Tony Khan just signed to say, oh, I took her from the WWE. I don't think he had any real plans for her. I think he sold her a false sense of hope, and saying like, oh, the grass is greener over here, and they gave her the world championship. So it ended up being something where she had a belt for a little bit and it wasn't a good run. She didn't need to win the championship. They gave her the championship because of where they were located at the pay-per-view. And I hate when wrestling companies do that because it just ruins everything as far as storyline. Wrestlers should be winning championships because they are meant to, as far as the story goes, not because of where the show is located. You feel me? I don't care about their hometown. That doesn't mean you just throw creative away just because they're in their hometown, okay? So I'm a very big advocate for not doing that. But that, to me, that was her biggest moment. She had the Outcast stable with Tony Storm and Ruby Soho. Wasn't the best. I see where they were going, trying to do a little a women's NWO kind of thing. Didn't really hit for me, but I see what they're trying to do. But as of right now, she's kind of floating. I believe she has a championship match against Tony Storm, but not at All In. And she's been trying to campaign to get a match at All In. But I thought Tony Storm and Mariah May were for All In. So I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm very confused. But yeah, I just feel like Saraya and AEW could have been something, and if they wanted to be, it still can be something. I think a return to the WWE, I don't want Paige to get hurt again, and we all know the schedule of the WWE has already been told to us how strenuous, it is. And Paige is she's an anomaly, She's one of the wrestlers like Edge, like Adam Copeland and Bryan that came back from basically being said, you can't wrestle anymore. So she's an anomaly, and it's a miracle that she's been able to work for as long as she still is, And if we're talking about just preserving her and make sure she doesn't hurt herself even more than what she already has, I think AEW is the best option if she wants to keep wrestling. Because if she comes back to WWE, they're going to have her doing house shows here. The risk for her hurting herself, it grows, unfortunately. So if she can work in AEW, not wrestle as much, and still be featured, then I think she should stay. I don't think there's any reason for her to come back. Now, she very well could leave. She very well could come back, and it'll just happen. At a Royal Rumble or something like that. At that point, it turns into, okay, how are you going to preserve the safety of Paige? And what are you going to do creatively for Paige? At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Safety and creativity. That's all that really matters. If your wrestlers are safe, and if your wrestlers are being put in positions where they're actually benefiting the show, they're not just sitting there and collecting a check. You feel me? I feel like Paige, at her best, could definitely fit in with the Bianca Belairs of the women's division today, you know what I'm saying? But it's just risky, I would be lying to y'all if I said I wasn't worried for her health, you know what I'm saying? Now, again, I'm looking at it from the perspective of just a spectator, that's all we are. We're not anything more than that. So I think as that, we need to remember that we don't know what's going on backstage with contracts and all that other shit. And it's not any of our concern, All that really matters is what's being shown, what's on TV. And the recent showing from Saraya hasn't been the best, you know. Now, I don't know how Triple H is really feeling. The last time I saw something, it was like right when Saraya, I think when her book came out, or when she was about to go to AEW, Triple H said he was open to bringing her back. So, but I feel like he says it for everybody, so that could have been just like a AI generated statement, you know, not literally, but you know, it's like the future endeavor statement, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we can bring you back anytime, you know. That's just the regular corporate answer Triple H always has to give. You feel me? But I just want to see Saraya / Paige in the best position, for just being a real superstar, you know, because I do believe she has more to offer, and I do believe that she is an integral part of what women's wrestling is right now. I do see her as one of the pioneers of the women's revolution, the early versions of it, for that matter. But I will be worried until they show me, okay, one of these companies is going to make sure that she's safe and she's doing something that's interesting. If you're putting her on the show, you know, if she signs back with AEW and they have her just out there, what was the point, you know? But if she comes back to WWE and then they have her just wrestling every single night, knowing that she's high risk, that's even worse. You feel me? So I don't know. Paige is this is a difficult one, you know, but end of the day, I'll be open to see what they do. If she goes back to AEW, I implore Tony Khan to do better, because like I said, I do believe that Tony Khan signed Paige / Saraya just to say I got her from the WWE and then did nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? If we're going off of the two biggest moments, the championship win wasn't needed, very dumb in my opinion, in the Outcast stable. It was a good shot, but it missed. You know what I'm saying? It was a good shot, but it missed. So if you do bring her back, try something good, please. Please give her something worthwhile. You feel me? Don't just bring her back and then she's just out there. You know what I'm saying? Or find something else for her to do. She could be like a coach or something like that. She doesn't have to be a wrestler, but she can stay in AEW. I think she still has a great mind for wrestling. She knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything. It could definitely be anything, but I hope they find something, because I do feel like she still has more to offer. Now, what that is, I don't really know. But that's not really up for my interpretation. That's only something that she knows, and Tony Khan knows, and Triple H knows. We don't know that stuff, you know. We can only go off of what's being shown to us during prime time on USA or Fox or TBS. You feel me? So, yeah, I wish the best for her, you know. Wherever she goes, I hope they treat her with safely, you know, and that they give her something worthwhile, you know. I don't like when they sign wrestlers, any company, and they just have them sitting there just to have them. They're not doing anything. Like, they're not doing backstage. They're just there collecting a check, you know. I mean, by all means, get your money, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the spectator goes, it's like, what are you doing, you know? You're just taking up a roster spot, you feel me? But y'all let me know, man. Do you want to see Saraya back in the WWE? Do you want to see Paige come back? There's always the possibility of... I'm going to just throw this out there. I just got this idea. We all know a lot of people are clamoring for AJ Lee to come back. Again, AJ Lee is also high risk. Her neck injury is also something we need to watch out for as well. If you were to bring her back to the WWE, Paige, I mean, you could do something like a one last feud with AJ, you know. You could do something like that. That's one idea. You know, if Punk was still in AEW, you had that on the table for AJ to come to AEW, but we all know how that went down. So Punk is in the other company again. So if he has the opportunity, or if AJ just wants to, if she wants to come back and Paige decides to come back, you have a feud right there, you know. But I don't know. It really depends on what happens next month. But we will see. But y'all let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you have not already. Comment down below. Kind of video next mistake. I love you guys. Praise God. And I will see you in the next video, man.